Hello and welcome to the dpost.com Sports Chat. I'm Cassie Shaner. I'm here with Justin Jackson, our WVU men's basketball beat writer. Justin, WVU's 18-4. They had a tough loss to Oklahoma this week, 71-52. What happened?
Well, it's a little surprising because, West Virginia kind of matches up pretty well with Oklahoma, but Oklahoma's traditionally played pretty well at their home arena. And it was kind of a clash of different things happening at the worst time for West Virginia. Devin Williams sat out the game. He was sick, like cold kind of flu kind of thing, and that doesn't help on the back end of the press because he's kind of the rim protector, kind of the last. He's like the safety back there if you were to talk about it compared to like football or whatever. And then so when Oklahoma started beating West Virginia's press, and West Virginia's press, full court press was ineffective, probably the worst it's been all year. And then you couple that with there was really no one back in the back to try to help and protect. It wasn't a good situation. Oklahoma got a lot of easy baskets. They shot 61%, and then West Virginia didn't play very well offensively, and it just led to a surprisingly easy win for Oklahoma.
Okay. WVU has 9 games left, right?
Yeah.
And it's a pretty tough stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. It's probably maybe one of their toughest stretches maybe in school history when you kind of look at it. Obviously, it kind of started with the Oklahoma game, but they have 9 games left, and of those 9 games, 6 are going to be against top 25 teams. 4 road games out of the 9, so at least 5 of the 9 are at home, but of the 4 road games, 3 are going to be against top 25 teams. They haven't played Kansas yet, so they've got to play Kansas twice. They have to go on the road and play Iowa State still, which they've never played well at Iowa State, and they still have to play Baylor on the road, which they won at Baylor last year when Jawan State hit the last second shot. They gave them the 2-point win, but traditionally Baylor has played pretty well against West Virginia. So to think out of the 9 games they have left, there's probably maybe 2, maybe 3 games that West Virginia will actually be favored in. I don't think they'll be favored for any of the road games coming up. So, it is a tough stretch, and if you start to kind of think about what does West Virginia need to do to get into the NCAA tournament, it's tough to see them going 3-6 out of the last 9, but that would probably put them in a pretty good position as far as an at-large bid for the NCAA. You'd kind of like to see maybe go 5-4, maybe win the home games, but that would be a tough stretch too. So if you can think 4 or 5 wins, I think that would put them in a good position going into the Big 12 tournament and in the NCAA tournament.
Okay. This Saturday, WVU plays Baylor at home at the Coliseum. Rico Gathers is one of their best players, right? But he hasn't really played very well here at the Coliseum.
Well, Rico is a big boy. He's like 6'8", and he's about 280 pounds, and he is a monster. He's the second leading rebounder in the country. He's averaging 12.3 rebounds per game, and a lot of that is just he outmuscles a lot of players. And when you're 280 pounds, you can do that. He's number one. He's the best rebounder in the Big 12, and he's going to be a matchup nightmare for West Virginia. Now, the odd thing with him is he's never really played well at the Coliseum. He's played 4 games against WVU, 2 at Baylor, and 2 here at the Coliseum. And at the Coliseum, he's averaging like 4 points and 2.5 rebounds against West Virginia. When they play Baylor at Baylor, he's averaging a double-double. He's averaging like 15 and 12 against West Virginia. So you'd kind of like to hope that maybe kind of continues, that he doesn't play well against West Virginia at the Coliseum, because if he doesn't rebound the ball well and doesn't play well, Baylor could struggle. But now Baylor has won both times it's played at the Coliseum without Rico playing that well. So maybe it kind of counterbalances a little bit, but. If Rico, if they could somehow keep him off the boards, it would help West Virginia to win the game.
Okay, well, let's hope that happens.
Yeah.
The Saturday's game starts at 2 o'clock, right?
Noon.
Oh, okay.
High noon game.
Noon at the WVU Coliseum?
Yep, and West Virginia is ranked 15th, and Baylor is 19th in the country.
Good matchup.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time, Justin.
All right.
Thanks for watching. Check back at thedpost.com for more updates.